Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Rivals 19. This is another Swiss stage round 6 match between Peter Dunn and Pock. We're going to be starting off with a double Paris as per both these guys' picks, and going into at least one, if not more, of our RNG maps.
Novikov asked me to fetch it for him.
Up to
Wants to trigger the
3.
fireworks himself.
So, starting off in Paris, I guess can quickly go through the statistics if there's anything interesting here. Let's see, Peter versus Pock right here. Still doesn't do anything for me. That's awesome. But either way, this will be whatever the stats are. You can see him there. Peter may be slightly favored if you look at match wins, and obviously both of them have played in plenty of tournaments. Peter also slightly better best result compared to Pock, so maybe in that sense you could say Pock would be the one going in as the underdog. But either way, starting off in Paris, 6-4-0 before today for Peter. 423 PB on his side. 2-4-1 for Pock with 1238 on his side. And yeah, we'll be seeing two Paris to kick us off. Last time both these guys were here. Real quick before we get going, Peter against Mika in RR18 where he lost. Pock in the last match against Frank where he won, so maybe recency more in favor of Pock in that case. But we'll get started here with our first of two Paris with Victor Novikov, SMG, Vampire Magician, no KO, and Dahlia Margolis, Battle Axe, Helmut Kruger, also no KO. That's a very, very red box spin again. Not the worst though. I would probably upshot this myself for Victor specifically. Like start off tech crew, upshot Victor into the attic, then get the kill there. But then of course it comes down to what you want to do with Dahlia. But Pock will be the first one to load in, Peter not too far behind, and we can already see the deviation of strategy with Pock starting tech crew and Peter starting in the auction. So it looks like Peter will be going for an auction start, Vampire Magician grab into a Victor Seeker, then I presume. And Pock, I'm not really sure what he's up to. Be quiet, can turn myself up. I know I might be a little quiet in general, just because my voice is gone. I'm a little sick right now, but excuse me. Really annoying cough right now as well. But yeah, Peter acquired his Vampire Magician. Gonna be heading over to Victor up next. Pock on the other side has taken a auction staff disguise and will be going maybe down into the ground floor. Nope. Instead, actually just gonna go upstairs. Interesting. Nope. Oh, actually, yeah, it does go downstairs, which exactly what I thought, because Dahlia obviously being no KO. So will be a Bleg helmet for Pock. All the fireworks are going, which makes sense. Bit peekaboo there on Peter after getting the Seeker shot off on Victor, and a bit of an annoying timing here with these guards, but not really the worst thing in the world. You can just run around if you choose. Single shot there as well. What he found Hawk's side is gonna be the legged helmet, so that's not an issue. Looking head turn here on Peter's side, and thankfully that guy doesn't go into his bathroom cycle there either, so Peter has made it through. Now just needs to get into the Sheik's suite. Should be just a shot away, and there we go. Target lockdown doesn't matter because no one's heard it, and obviously Kurt isn't there either, but Hawk will be restarting. Gonna be changing his approach a little bit by the looks of it, and this I would think is gonna be where we see the upshot maybe come in, as Peter's trying to get a throw lure off onto the Sheik, and he does. Also nice head turn there on the other side. Hawk a little bit of disconnect troubles, but no matter. Will be all good in the end. Now Peter looking to get the bodyguard, which also makes sense because you do want to retrieve the battle axe, which of course Helmet or the Sheik cannot legally carry. But yeah, I would think the next course of action for Peter would be grabbing the battle axe and then to Helmet, and that looks to be exactly what he's up to. Found the battle axe. Just gonna pop that thing in the briefcase for easier carry. As Hawk once again retrieves the helmet disguise with the bleg. Now going upstairs himself. Peter only missing the helmet disguise, which should be made easy with the fireworks that he still hasn't popped.
Hey, buddy, leave that alone.
Novikov asked me to fetch it for him. Wants to trigger the
As soon as he wants, he can pop those fireworks, and then Dahlia should be heading into the balcony as well. Just curious why he hasn't popped them yet. Or is it because he doesn't have anything to get it with? Maybe? I'm not sure. I know he has a Seeker. He has a Bleg. I'm not sure why he's not. Oh, well, maybe like he's saying waiting for the guards, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not like he's in a rush, seeing as what Hawk is doing is also not very fast, so of course he doesn't know that, but also doesn't want to risk the two wandering guards being in a bad spot to change. And now Dutton, what are we doing still up here, my good sir? Is he gonna single down Dahlia after all this? Yeah, makes sense. I guess makes sense. Don't think I personally would, but either way, that will be Peter getting the single down onto Dahlia, and then in the meantime he can go grab Helmet. Yeah, I feel like you don't need to lure Dahlia at all. I think it would have been probably faster to just get the disguise while he's waiting for Dahlia to come to the balcony in the first place, and then probably would have been slightly behind Dahlia going upstairs, but either way, now he's gotta wait for Dahlia to go into the room there. But Hawk either not too close. He's gonna be getting Victor here in just a short though. But I'm also curious what Puck would be able to do with
Both targets are down.
or what Puck would be doing with Dahlia if he misses her here with the firework. That body found. Helmet again on helmet again on Peter's side as well. Just gotta get to an exit, and should be, unless Sophus trolling or anything else goes wrong. This is very much looking like a Peter Dutton first map. Hawk even getting caught trespassing. So yeah, Puck not gonna be able to catch up, unfortunately, and Peter will be the first one to finish with a 8:49 RTA. 7:34 in game time. Of course, could have been a little faster, but either way, he's gonna be the first one out from from the first Paris, and now we will be heading into the second Paris with, of course, the same stats as before. This would be 7-4-0 and 2-5-1 after the first one now. And yeah, just a little over 2 minutes before we get going again. But yeah, like I said as well, we're gonna see at least one RNG map out of the three. If Peter wins this, he's gonna be 1 match point going into the said first RNG map. And if Pog ties things up, we will see at least two of three. But like we do have decent maps in the pool, I will say. Personally, not the biggest fan of the first one, but the other two I think are very nice, in my opinion, without spoiling too much. But either way, back to Paris again. We'll see if Puck can tie things up. That last spin was a little rough, very much a red box and running around type spin. But I do like Peter's approach in the first one. Had a very simple strategy in mind, and he managed to execute it fairly well. So slow and steady wins the race. Hawk, maybe if he, I don't know what exactly his plan would have been, maybe a little bit faster than Peter. But either way, Peter will be the first one to potentially get to match point if he does win here. The second one, as we're now 20 seconds away from spin number 2 and Paris number 2, for that matter. And let's see what kind of magic we get in this second one, with Paris number 2 Electric Boogaloo beginning with Viktor Novikov, Loud AR, Auction Staff, Dahlia Margolis, SMG, Tech Crew. Decently similar to the first one, of course. Loud Victor can be a little bit troublesome if you don't know what you're doing, but we'll see how they choose to approach this, as Peter looking to start Tech Crew, Hawk also, and it will be
Hey, buddy.
Insta fireworks for Peter, probably very similar for Pac,
Wants to
and
trigger the
it
fireworks
in
himself.
fact will. Now the good thing here is, of course, you can get the auction staff here very easily as well into the box there. But let's see what the approach is like. It's gonna be a single down Dahlia on Peter's side. So gonna be getting her closer to the desired location there. And Peter not going for Victor knockout there before he's gone. So it's gonna be going for this loud kill outside here. Which is gonna be a bit tougher. Yeah, Black Guard with the AR there, it could have been a very fast Victor kill, potentially. Of course, Peter has his AR smuggled here in the shed. And Pac, by the looks of it, would be having his AR down under the stairwell. Way too early of a throw for Pac there, for Victor to bite. Let's see, attempt number 2 for successful. And yeah, now slightly awkward position here for Victor, because now, like I said, Peter is gonna have to do this loud kill outside. Dahlia is also downstairs already investigating whatever
That's right.
through the phone, and she's already going back. So Peter's actually missed Dahlia too because of
I heard someone wants to
him
check.
letting Victor go all the way downstairs. See that throw way too far. Let's see, she hear it? She does, but does she VIP it?
Go see what that's
She
all about.
does.
Sure. No problem.
And yeah, that's Dahlia gone.
Is that?
It's not good for Victor, or Peter, sorry. Hawk gonna be going for his auction staff here.
See what that was?
Yeah, Peter's still getting VIP'd.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. You seem to have forgotten something.
Sorry.
Huh?
And yeah, will be a restart on Peter's side because he's missed Dahlia. Pac has lured Dahlia's guard downstairs.
Hey, buddy.
That will be him taken out.
Asked me to fetch it.
He's also got an AR there from him, so technically wouldn't even have to go grab one. Is Pac also going for a single down Dahlia after the guard gets dealt with? And I think he's just realized that he has an AR now. In fact, he does. Of course, he can't really use it as the... I don't know if he's realized that he still has the... Yeah, there we go. Just getting the correct disguise there. And so now, can run this AR over to Victor already, waiting for the kill. With the box nearby as well. Now, Dahlia should be coming downstairs too, which means that she's gonna find the body of this bodyguard. And also, she's gonna be... Yeah, she's gonna see this drag 100%. Hawk's just gonna let go of the body, just gonna knock her out before anyone...
Well done, 47.
Before anyone else wanders in, so... Damage control successful in that sense. There's the bag as well for the tech crew. Kill. Back to green guns there. And Now, with the auction staff AR already next to Victor, he's gonna have this kill be heard, but he has a box next to Victor either way, so as long as he doesn't get caught boxing Victor here. Clock looks to be almost done. Oh no, they found Dahlia. I wonder who that was. Was it a guard panicked or was it Sophus? Not sure. Might have been Sophus. Oh, that's a heartbreak for Pop. But just about done with the final kill, and soon as he does, someone finds Dahlia. Not sure who. Most likely Sophus, I suppose. Not gonna go for this isolation here into the side room again. Peter, after having dealt with Dahlia, will now be smuggling the loud AR in as the auction staff, so that's why everyone is an enforcer and he's hiding even though no one is actually gonna trespass him. He's gotta make sure he doesn't open this door too early, and he doesn't. Maybe gonna let him walk away a little further as well, just to be safe. And let's see it. Peter's gonna send it. Guy gets boxed. Guards start running. He's gonna have to just ditch the AR and leave before they suss him out, and he's just about managed it by the looks of it. And Puck with another restart, unfortunately, just nowhere close enough if Peter is making it out, which by the looks of it he is. And at this point, I believe from the staircase, the gate exit and the one in the basement are basically the same distance away from what I remember. So it doesn't really matter where Peter goes. It would take... Maybe this is a little closer, actually. But once again, just like the first one, Peter will be the first one out with a 827 RTA after a little bit of a mishap there to start us off. So Peter will be taking both Paris maps, and we'll be going into RNG map number 1, which is the one I said that I'm not the biggest fan of, being Santa Fortuna. And now with this result, potentially Peter with a chance to get a clean 3-0 map sweep and then a clean 6-0 win. But of course, with a tie or a POC win, we're gonna see at least one more RNG after this one. But if you see the statistics, it's not very good map for either one. So currently, neither one has a win so far. Neither one has a personal best time better than a timeout tie. So it is gonna be both of them chasing after their first win. And Hawk with slightly more plays so far, with one more over Peter. However, he does have more ties as well than Peter. So Peter currently 0-6-1 with 0-6-1 with a PB of 30 minutes, which is the photo finish time. Pac currently 0-4-4 with 4 ties, of course, and another photo finish tie as his personal best. Last time both these guys were here, Peter actually in this tournament in round 1 against EK, where he lost. And Pac last time all the way back in RR17 against Machete, where he also lost. So we'll see whether one of these guys can break the streak of not winning or not. We could be looking at potentially another timeout tie, or not. I definitely hope not. But soon we will find out. Last 30 seconds till we get going for potentially the last time. But like I said, if we do have a Pac win or a tie, we will see at least one more map after this one. And yeah, with that said, let's get going with Santa Fortuna. We got Rico Delgado, Screwdriver, Hippo Whisperer, Jorge Franco, Remote Explosive Weapon, Tattoo Artist, P-Power, and Andrea Martinez, Sniper Rifle, Hippie. So, unique kills, or unique disguises, for all three. Not necessarily a forced loadout, because remote explosives you have on the map, but the sniper you would do, of course, have to bring in yourself. Just comes down to what do you want to do with Rico, I would think. Because most likely you're going to want to bring in a breacher and a sniper, and then some form of emetics for Jorge. And it looks like we will see default, maybe garage ISO for Peter, because he doesn't have his seeker with him. Otherwise, we could have maybe been looking at a Red Fox, perchance, maybe not, because you're gonna be running without a pistol here. But will be Peter heading towards the hippie first, so it looks like he's just gonna ignore anything to do with Rico for the time being,
I'm on it.
and just straight up focus on Andrea first. Even gonna box the hippie for extra safety. Hawk maybe looking up something here. I'm not exactly sure, but I would think so, as Peter has acquired his
Did you see the poster?
hippie disguise. Now gonna be going towards Andrea, and Hawk is back, starting as the mansion staff. So maybe gonna be looking at a Rico isolation here. Peter clearing out the outside guard. I would think at this point if you were to try and isolate Andrea now, you would have to do it with a throw, and Peter doesn't really have anything to throw. He does find a breacher. He's gone for a peekaboo. It has worked, but the guard is gonna go for the throw, so they're gonna be going both. Oh God, excuse me. Peter's now got two people outside, which is definitely not what he wanted.
Sure, I saw something.
And the guard is gonna take longer because of the peekaboo. Or not peekaboo, because of the throw. Oh, Andrea is coming down here. New tech? That's insane. She voluntarily comes down here? Oh no! And then he gets sniped by the lady at the Whatever store that is. Oh my god. Peter almost gets away with it. That's insanely unlucky. Or I don't know if that's gonna happen every time, but oh my god. I've never seen Andrea walk out that way going into or going out from a peekaboo.
Gosh darn it. Hey, what's up, man? Sit down. Weird.
Other oh Peter's boxed the wrong thing, so he's gonna have to box the sniper. But and just the same, pocketing the garage ISO on Rico. And this time Peter gonna speed things up, not gonna box the AP, which is fine. No one should go looking for it. Oh no, Pock! Pock gets caught by one of the guards there outside the garage before he can throw, so back to square one. Granted, he hasn't really gone too far in the first place. See if Peter is gonna have more luck again.
Looking into it.
See, he's probably gonna go for the same peekaboo if I had to guess, but I can't really throw the breacher again. There is a soda can out there that he's looking away from, which he could use for the peekaboo.
All right, time for a call, Paula.
Not like this, Peter.
Hey, Rambo.
He's gonna VIP the throw.
All right.
Oh, he's peekabooed the wrong guy. 100% that's not gonna pull Andrea. That's a shame. Yeah, at this point, Peter should just wait for Andrea to walk downstairs, which is exactly what he will do. Like I said, he could have tried the peekaboo with the soda can on the table, and then that would have been a throwable that he doesn't have to care about. But will be just a waiting game for Peter. As soon as Andrea waltzes in, Paula is going to receive a shovel to the back of the head, and then Andrea herself will be receiving a sniper shot to the face, and that is going to be the first kill down for Santa Fortuna, and it is going to be Peter to do it. Now, from here, I do agree that the best course of action is going to be to just get P-Power while you're here. It is closer than what it would be otherwise. And then if he wants to, he could even go across the log bridge for getting into Rico's enclosure, or Rico's hippo enclosure.
That is P-Power. Real name, Paul Powers.
Peter.
Celebrity tattoo artist and reality TV star.
Peter gets rolled a little bit by the female NPC there, but second time's the charm with the bump. Hawk gets caught by the cameras, but doesn't matter. He's all good. Unconscious witness should be just Andrea. As Pac now also going for P-Power. Peter, as I expected, is going to be going towards the log bridge. He's going to make his way across from here. There he goes. We wait for the log to turn. As such, now the coast is still not fully clear because these guards at the cave can be a little annoying. but we'll soon find out how Peter does approach this scenario. He's just gonna go all the way through the cave to the other side, so this is very much a safe approach here, which is fine. Also in the cave here would be a very easy remote explosive if he wanted, but he's not opting to go for a loud one, of course. Little bit of an annoying timing here. Again, he wanted to clear the guard here before the Hippo Whisperer comes back, but thankfully he has a trank, so this is a little safer and quicker. So even Mr. Whisperer doesn't even see the guard before he's all the way down, so that's fine. Now, I believe at this point, he would have missed the meaty bone timing for Rico on this cycle. I think he would have had to throw it a bit earlier, because Rico should be past the point here already. Unless he's just gonna manually go bring Rico here, which at this point I think would make sense too, if he wanted. Because the automatic one is gone for the timing. I think he's too late for this cycle. Doc on the other side, collecting quite a bit of stuff. Not really sure what he's after here. Got the sniper smuggle, but that's about it. Or is Rico gonna turn? I don't think he will, because he's already at the backyard area, so yeah, Rico's not gonna be coming back until he's gone with this cycle again. But no, like I said, he can of course go fetch Rico. Can go fetch Rico as the Whisperer on his own, but then that does mean you do have to walk with him. Can't really go for a Doc Peekaboo either, because
the animal has emerged from the enclosure.
Can't really go for Doc's Peekaboo either, because he's not trespassing.
I've ever been around.
Oh, meet me there now.
Alright, and now you have to walk with Rico here, otherwise he gets suspicious and then everyone starts shooting at you. So
by sheer accident, his body, it fell into the river. And then, as if he read my mind, Mijo dove under the surface of the water. And when he came back up, there, in his mouth, was the watch. Arm still attached to it and everything. Oh, man. Oh, that hippo is something special.
Rico glazing his own hippo. Hawk unfortunately had another restart there in the meantime, and gonna be back to square one. So in that case, Peter can play this as slow and steady as he wants, and it's not gonna be an issue. And yeah, Peter walking down with Rico. Don't think he has a screwdriver yet, so not gonna be able to get the kill, but at least he's got the guy down in the not the spot, but in a spot that is fairly easy to reach again. And I'm not sure why Peter's going this way now, because I think he's just realized that he doesn't have to necessarily go through. Nope, he's going through the cave still. I'm personally, I don't think you should be going. I think he's probably gonna go for a screwdriver now from the construction yard, but I think if he wanted to like properly do things a little faster, You could probably just get the Jorge ISO here, and then of course there's a screwdriver in the shed with the smuggle, so then you would of course have to just trek back to Rico, but since you're already got the P-Power disguise there as well, that wouldn't be an issue, realistically. But either way, this does work too, I will say. It is maybe just different than what I had in mind, what I would have done. But Peter can, like I said, he can play this just as safe as he wants. He's not in a rush. Pac, again, just getting the garage isolation here after a little bit of difficulty before, so
Rico Delgado
there goes Rico.
Nicely done.
And now only Jorge awaits. Now he does have to sneak past these guys here as P-Power, who is trespassing or hostile, but once he goes into the mansion area, he should be back to non-trespassing because of this this disguise being a part of the a story mission where you do have access to the
Tread carefully.
mansion area.
Practically everyone here is dangerous, not least Rico Delgado.
And there you can hear Diana's dialogue from when you would normally do the P-Power mission story and enter through the gate. Unconscious witness there again. Pocket side is gonna be just Andrea. Now, Peter has made his way into the shed. Has found his smuggle as well. Jorge is in the shed, which is not likely where Peter would have wanted him. So, at this point, if he wants to play it safe, he can just wait. Still have about 14 minutes on the spin timer left. So it's not like you're in a rush either. Why are we still keeping the sniper? I'm not really sure. Excuse me again. Peter is just gonna wait in the bushes here, so it looks like he has no intention of touching Jorge while he's at that part of his cycle yet. Which, just in terms of safety, makes perfect sense. Because with that, Jorge would be going into the bad bathroom.
Can't wait to tell my friends about that.
Like I said, it's not an impossible spot to get Jorge, of course, just a lot harder than it would be otherwise if he went to the correct one. So let's see what Peter's gonna do. Could be, I was gonna say, if he gets a buffer disguise here just to get a seeker shot off onto Jorge, that could speed things up a bit, and that looks exactly like what he will do. It has a trank there for this guy. If he would seeker Jorge now, I think he would go into the worst bathroom, but of course he has 2 darts, so he could occupy the worst one, I think. But either way, Peter doesn't seem to be in a rush, as Jorge wanders finally outside from the cocaine press area.
That is Jorge Franco, the Delgado
Now
cartel's
Jorge,
chief chemist.
he's gonna go for the seeker here. Oh my god, Jorge trolls him. iPad kid. Literally gonna be a waste of a dart, but now because he's secret him there, I think he's gonna go to the wrong one. He's not gonna go here. It's not that it's gonna matter because he can just buffer the disguise here and set up Jorge on even on the other side, but it's just gonna be harder to get this isolation down. He's gonna be extra careful with these enforcers here because a lot of them do enforce the Coca Field worker. And now he's gonna have to get rid of both he's gonna have to get rid of both of Jorge's guards here. It's just gotta be a throw chain one by one. Got some other area.
I need to check something out. Sí, gracias. No problem.
Okay, Rune versus Randy still going strong as well. They started a little after us.
Say what?
Oh, yeah, Peter's not having a good time here at all. He's not. No, this could be horrendous for Peter. He's just gotta go for these throw lures. Not sure why they didn't bite the first time, but
Hey, yo, what's up?
yeah, Peter is not gonna be able to isolate him. Jorge's already done. So if he wants to save this now, he doesn't have a medic. He's gonna have to either go for a briefcase toss Jorge into the bushes, or then pray this chain lure works, which it doesn't. Now they've finally sent a guard over, but because Peter took so long actually trying it, Jorge is done. Doesn't have any more darts because he missed the first one. So now all of a sudden this is very awkward again for Peter. There, like I said, there is still the briefcase toss that he could do. But that would mean that he would have to know about it and then know how to do it. Which it looks like he doesn't. Oh, look at the guy has stolen his briefcase. That's not what he wanted.
Hey, yo, could you take me to the local town?
He's in here, but there is 3 people here. He doesn't have much throwables. I'm very much fixated on what I'm very much fixated on what Peter is doing. On the other side, though, Pac has gotten the kill on Andrea, and now he's got a screwdriver, so he could be looking at his second kill as well. Briefcase stashed, gonna be what Peter lost there. Yeah, I'm not really sure what Peter has in store for Jorge anymore, because he's basically wasted both of his darts. And oh, Pac, no, Pac. I was gonna say that's not gonna work with a frontal throw. Oh no. It's back to square one. Only 7 minutes left too. Yeah, I guess, like, at this point, Peter's best bet would be waiting for Jorge, like praying he goes in time. Waiting for Jorge to get into the area where he yells at the Coca Field workers, and then peekabooing him as P-Power.
Say what? Qué raro. Va a ver lo que pasa.
You go and check it out.
Peekabooing has P power, and that should hopefully pull Jorge into the bushes. And if not, then it's just cooked.
Do it. Check that out, would it? Yep. Hey, compa.
Peter is not having a good time with Jorge at all.
If I fall into production,
And yeah, I don't think Pac is gonna be able to finish in time because he was like 8-9 minutes in the last time when he ripped to that frontal throw, so more likely than not, I would think we're looking at a map number 4, as much as I don't want to say it already. But maybe Peter can improvise something here, maybe not, we'll see. Oh, there we go, that's it. Trying to knock out the guard, and there's just no chance. No chance for another attempt, unfortunately, for Peter, and that will do it. Technically, Pac still has an attempt going, so I think we may have to. We're still gonna have to keep going. But judging by how fast the last attempt was going, I do not think this is gonna be any better, fortunately. And Peter is spoiling our map number 4. It is gonna be Hokkaido up next. I can tell you that. Looks like Peter will be doing a little bit of a aquarium throw practice while he's at it. But like I said, I do not think that Pac will be able to finish, so we would be looking at a 5-1 scoreline heading into Hokkaido.
That is Yuki Yamazaki, former lawyer to the Yakuza and current operative for Providence.
Pac. What here? Oh my god. Pac's still trying to get this E-power disguise.
Oh, wow.
But spending more time than last time, so that is all precious seconds, unfortunately, that he might not be aware that he doesn't have much anymore. 3 minutes on the spin timer, so this is very much looking like yet another timeout tie for these two. Pac might be able to get one more kill. Oh god. Big peekaboo there. Doesn't get caught. And yeah, Pac will probably be able to get the Andrea kill here in time before running out of time, unfortunately, but
Hey, so
it's not going to be able to
you're the
complete the spin by
curator's
any means.
research aide, right?
And even gets sussed out jumping in the window. The
Oh, so it is true. The guy
actual
had-
bait there, and there he goes. Has also realized that there is not enough time for another attempt, so it will be a timeout tie from Santa Fortuna as we head into Hokkaido up next with a 1-5 score for Peter,
To be honest, I'm not sure what to feel about
second
this one.
chance to
Well,
win
that's for another time. Yamazaki
will be this
awaits.
one. Mr. Magical David, you can call the spin here. You don't want to wait out the last minute.
Maybe you can tell me, is it true the boss was connected?
Press draw, but it doesn't work. Oh, okay. Maybe a little bit of hit maps difficulty, I suppose. Clicking the icon. Well, it's not gonna matter all too much. We're gonna be able to move on in just about 30 seconds either. It's just a little more time that we have to wait in between maps. So, as you can see, up next will be the second of our 3 RNG maps, will be Hokkaido. And I want to quickly touch on the stats for that one. Maybe hopefully getting them on screen soon. There we go. Draw officially announced. Just a moment. There we have it. We are going to be heading into Hokkaido. Up next, we got our stats here as well with Peter's previous 15 times, 6, 9, and 0. Nice. 410 PB. Pak on the other side, 2, 8, and 1 from 11 and 901 PB. Last time these guys were here, both in RR19. Peter twice in round 2 against Falcon, where he won, and then more recently in round 5, which was the previous one, of course, where he lost against Quatility. On the other side, Pak also twice. Round 1 against Randy, where he lost, and then round 3 against Rauken, where he also lost. So maybe in terms of recency, you could say Peter is ahead in that sense, but we've seen stats lie before. But now, because of the tie-in Santa Fortuna, that means that Peter, if he gets any points, that being from a win or a tie, he will be winning the match. And the only way Pak can keep this going is if he wins himself. So, yeah, we'll see how these guys do. Final 40 seconds for Peter's second chance to win, of course. We'll see if he can snatch the opportunity this time. Wasn't too far in Santa Fortuna either. It's just, my gosh, just that unfortunate mishap with Jorge. Maybe he could have saved it if he had another dart, but unfortunately, because he missed the first one, that means that not going to be really able to do much. But we'll get going with Hokkaido now, with Eric Soder's Loud Pistol, Almost Dexter, no KO. Okay. And then Yuki Yamazaki, Explosion Accident, Bodyguard. The red box on Soder's, infamous for its difficulty, of course. And yeah, we'll see if there's oil cans here or not. Realistically, the fast approach would be would be with an oil can, but doesn't really matter if you don't want to bring one. And Peter looks to be bringing one in. I didn't see what Bach had, but
Mr. Reaper.
suppose we'll find out
As
in
part of
just
the
a moment.
service here at Gamma,
Yeah.
your personal room has been...
Bach will be tossing a bubblegum there for Amos, which makes sense. Peter just gonna go straight for Yuki. See if this snail hits everyone. Hopefully does, but Yuki's wandered off. Yuki's gone. As long as he hits the bodyguards, that's fine. Oh no, he's not got it. Just gonna restart. He's not even gonna keep going from default. He's just gonna go from restaurant, which means there is no trigger for Yuki to start walking early. So in that case, or in that aspect, Puck will be fine, or Peter would be fine in the timing, that is. Now just gotta wait for Yuki to start walking on her own. As
Good evening.
Mr. Amos has in fact eaten the bubblegum.
Huh?
Jesus. This time around, everyone in the area knocked out by the snail. There goes Yuki as well. Now, just gotta be careful not to drag any of the guards, or this will be very awkward, but Peter has managed. He's also got the swag guard with the glasses. Lost him. There we go. Yuki's
Target down. Now it's time for sodas to retire.
Yuki's body kinda disposed of, even though it doesn't really matter because it's an accident kill. Everyone, of course, knocked out, but that does mean that Peter doesn't really have too much for Amos now because he's used his entire loadout for this one thing, basically. And he's still gotta get Amos, of course. See how he manage. Amos should be at the restaurant, I would think. Think Peter is a little lost where the dude is, but I believe he would already be at the restaurant at this point. As Bach will be going for his loud sodas. Don't like this angle. This is way too shallow. I don't think he got it. He didn't get it. Yeah, exactly. And that is exactly why you just have to go closer to the morgue dogs. Like, I don't remember what exactly the bullets are hitting if you shoot from there, but they are not hitting sodas. So you want to go for more of a angle towards him from the morgue doctor's side if you're gonna be doing a ballistic kill on Soders from the wall bang, of course. Now Peter trailing Amos, so it looks like he did in fact find where he is. Just gonna have to
Take good care of the VIPs.
somehow isolate him now. Get the disguise. I don't remember where exactly he's heading. So this could be awkward again for Peter. Oh no, my god, Pac. Oh my god. Oh my god. How does he not get caught there? That is crazy that he's got away with that. And then of course the propane for Yuki, because Pac did not bring a oil can. And then, of course, bodyguard disguise, either the one at the platform or the one that he's wearing right now. And how it's looking right now, I think we may be looking at map number 5. It just comes down to whether Pac gets away with this kill. He's gonna have to drag the body of the bodyguards, though. Both of them. Just hide him a bit more into the corner. Because this is not gonna work. And that's exactly what he will do. He's probably gonna drag them as far into the corner as he can. Not exactly, but far enough to where they hopefully are out of sight enough for the exit to open. And let's send it. There we go. And it looks good for Pac. 635. And it is going to be a Pac win, I would say. I don't think Peter's probably going to get into the morgue by the time the photo finish timer ends, so I would say we are looking at a map number 5 here. Same as Rune and Randy, apparently. Yeah, Peter not quite even getting to the morgue, and yeah, with that, Hawk with a personal best time will be taking Hokkaido and pushing us into one more map. And now, all of a sudden, Peter may be even a little nervous. Not sure. But, of course, he can't lose at this point. That's the one saving grace for Peter. He cannot lose because Pac doesn't have a chance to get more points than 5. So at worst, this is going to be a tie match for Peter. And he still has one more chance to close out the victory here with our map number 5, the third RNG map, which is going to be Colorado. And maybe another map where Pac not the biggest fan of, not sure. But Peter, in terms of stats, is the favored one with 2 wins, 6 losses, and 4 ties, 853 personal best. Then Pac on the other side, 1 win, 7 losses, and a tie with 2733 personal best. So in that sense, heavily favored for Peter. But as we saw with the Hokkaido, that was also heavily in Peter's favor, but look what happened there. So yeah, now, like I said, potential for the tie if Pac wins, or if we get another tie in terms of result for the map, or if Peter wins, we're going to see a Peter from the match. So yeah, final 50 seconds and the final spin for this match will be coming up shortly. And excuse me again. Yeah, final map, 20 seconds away. And we'll see what happens here in Colorado as we get going for the final time for this match. And it will be Sean Rose, Fiberwire, Militia Elite, Penelope Graves, Electrocution, Scarecrow, Ezra Berg, Cleaver Suit, and Maya Parvati, Loud AR Soldier. Not too bad. Not too bad. Probably just gonna West Bridge both ways. I don't think any other suit start is that much better either way. So plan is, of course, you're gonna be getting Ezra down, then waiting for Penelope Electro immediately, then heading to Maya, and then do your thing with Sean and Ezra probably last. So overall, very straightforward spin, I would say. Slightly loadout heavy because you are forced into a suit start, and then you have to bring in a taser and the fiber wire, of course. But other than that, in terms of actual kills, it's not all too bad. And it will be Peter Dutton, first one in. Bach also is in, but he's currently in a menu, probably looking something up. Let's see what Peter will do. Will be just a normal Ezra isolation here. Normal Ezra ISO here to kick things off, and of course you don't want to touch Penelope at all. So now what you want to do is you go into the elite here and then set up the electro and wait as the scarecrow probably behind the boxes there. Maybe if you want to play it safe like Peter does, you just pop the scarecrow out already, so you're not going to be having any issues there. So this is also fine. Richard for Insta Ezra. I mean, maybe. Oh, this is not good for Peter now. This is not good for Peter. He's in a very bad spot. Because he had... Peter has realized the hard way why you want to close the faucet. But at least we know he's capable of getting up to that point. So that's not a big deal. As Spock had a little bit of an oopsie there to start off. Going again. Ezra is down successfully on his side. Should be the same for Peter in just a moment as well. Why are we throw KOing Ezra? It's just sketchy. More sketchy than I'd like, personally. But either way, result is the same. It's gonna be the ISO for Ezra done. And oh Peter, why are we still?
Crap.
We still doing this goddamn thing with the faucet, man. Why oh why?
Strange.
Let him clear it. Just let him clear it. Just I don't know if he knows that you can just not do this, but either way, has made a puddle. Just has to pop the taser in there. He has gotten rid of the technician, but his elite is now in a little bit of a bad spot.
This is Central 2. How copy over? Send out Big Cat to my 12 for recon. Over.
Oh, he's not even... Oh my god. And he's not even gone to the puddle because she doesn't have anyone to talk to. Oh, no, that's annoying for Peter. Oh, was it the shoddy? Oh, it was the shotgun. Oh, that's my bad. I forgot about the shotty. Or whatever weapon the heck had. But I don't know. I think Peter is still overcomplicating this more than he needs. Because the easiest way to do the electro there is to just start the puddle. Then you close the faucet, because it will still make a puddle big enough for Penny. And then you, what you want to do is you just pop the taser in, then you just wait. But, yeah, Peter is, in my opinion, overcomplicating it a lot more than he needs to. Maybe he doesn't remember how the kill functions exactly, but he does not need to touch this technician at all. And I think this time he has realized that after the previous mishaps, that he has just got a puddle now with closing the faucet. So gonna be able to cycle the elite there into a better spot too, and now just chill behind the boxes here. And Hawk on the other side going for the loud Maya. I don't like loud Maya here. I do not like it at all. Peter's gonna be getting his Penelope kill there. So third time's the charm for that. As Hawk has gotten the isolation on Maya, but Maya loud there is very much a sketchy kill. I personally would not. I would just get him into the... I would rather get him next to the box and just sit there for a while you get the soldier. Dutton's also gonna go for the...
Wow. Oh.
Gonna go for the loud... or same isolation here into the garage. Missed the chain lore, but he's probably fine if he just knocks him out.
Sri Lankan assassin turned pirate turned insurgent.
Say what?
We are still going, yeah. We had a timeout tie in Center Fortuna and then Pak to Hokkaido, so that's how we're here. And Pak has finally retrieved a soldier and a loud AR. Well, yeah, I don't like Maya ISO there. I mean, you can just drag him next to the... Why are we shooting now? What are we doing?
Guns too. And this bomb, I mean, have you seen how tiny it is?
I hope. Hey, no one's seen it for Pak.
That is Sean Rose.
This is still gonna be awkward. No, Pak. Thank God he's realized he's got the wrong AR. This is the loud kill for Pak. And it looks like he's gonna get away with it as long as he just goes. And he does. Peter on the other side has gotten the Sean kill.
A weapon shows you who you really are. Either you press that trigger and stand up for yourself.
Why does Peter have a propane with him? Not really sure. Also, this is now a little awkward for Peter too, because this might... I hope the panic on these guards then doesn't end up going into the shed.
So this test that Rose has planned seems kind of cruel, doesn't it? I mean, I'm no soft. What's that?
Excuse me.
Find out what that was.
Is he gonna knock out the guard? Oh my God. I don't like this. I do not like leaving extra bodies here. This is crazy from Peter. Hawk has gotten his 3rd kill, and now it's just down to Sean. And just gonna... Oh, actually, Penny's still up. Oh, no. I forgot about Penny. Uh-oh. I don't remember what his plan is for Penny. He even has anything. He has a proxy taser, but... Surely there's a better way to do this, yeah. There is a lot better way to do this, to be fair, than what Peter is doing, at least. He's gonna drag the guy all the way into the box. And the other one, I would think, is just gonna leave into the... Just gonna leave him into the bushes or something. I don't know. It just depends on where he's gonna get anyone... Where he's gonna get this shot off from. It's gonna be just the box. Oh...
Parvati is down.
Hawk has got Sean here into the side room because of Penny, I would think.
Rogue 6, moving on to JHQ.
Insane spot to get the kill, but it works. No one's... he didn't look back at all. I probably saw from the minimap that no one's gonna be there, so... Now is the 3rd kill down, and now... I have no idea what... I have no idea what Hawk has in store for Penelope. But that most likely ends up not mattering because Peter Dutton has just got his final kill. Now just has to get to an exit. As long as he doesn't get spotted here, which he doesn't. Already taken out the cameras, and with that, 12:55, a little bit of a delay there, but doesn't really matter. Peter Dutton, after the two decently convincing wins on Paris, that would mean even after losing one and then dropping the SF, in the end it is gonna be Peter Dutton coming out on top, and they will claim a 7-3 match victory and grab another point to their tally. As far as qualifying goes, unfortunately, though, not gonna matter. Peter, as you can see there, number 22, currently on 3 points from all their matches so far. And, of course, Pac eliminated as well, number 37. So, this was, of course, not a playoff match, but still, just for the standings, well done to Peter getting into the 3-point club in the end. And valiant effort from Pac, very close on Colorado as well, but not enough this time, unfortunately. But with that said, there is supposed to be one game going right now, which by the looks of it has not started, as one of the players is not here yet. But as you can see here, it's supposed to be Keon versus Deadly Muffin Man, which hasn't started yet. And then up next, Moo versus Mika in about 40 minutes. Then Channel Joined versus Grayery in about 3-ish hours, so that's 7 p.m. And to round out today, Currymaker versus Red Fox in 5 hours. Tomorrow starts off with Falcon versus Fusk at 2 p.m. Afro versus Fro at 5 p.m. Infrafun versus Pidgey at 6 p.m. And then we'll see maybe more matches. Well, we will see more matches. That's 4 other games after these ones. If you want to check them in your own time zone, head on over to hitmaps.com. You'll find it there. And I will say, I remember this now, but starting from Afro and Throat game, there will be a mega stream type event casting. I think it was 4 games tomorrow. Starting with Afro and Throat, and then in for Pidgey, running consecutively over on the Ruler Rivals channel. So that's gonna be very exciting to look for. But either way, with that said, I guess I don't know if I'll raid over to I guess I'll just raid over to Quati, who's casting the match, even though it may not happen at this point, just in case. But anyways, without further ado, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, of course, Peter and Pock for the match, and hope you all enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.